people don't feel a sense of belonging. The trust deficit between the state and the population, that trust deficit, that leadership vacuum is still there. The lack of coordination between different sectors of the criminal justice cluster, it is still there. So the first reflection that we are bringing about is that the risk of occurrence is still there. The second reflection, VC, is a disappointment. In our report, we have a lot of clear recommendations to attend to the systemic causes of this unrest. We name about 9 state institutions and private institutions that should attend to these recommendations, about 9 of them. We gave them 90 days to come back to us to say how are they implementing these recommendations. I regret to inform you, VC, that out of those 9 institutions, only 2 of them came back to us with substantive answers. So we are disappointed in our own state that our own state is either very slow to attend to our recommendations or they are unwilling to attend to those recommendations. As a Human Rights Commission, we need to say this publicly because we account to you as the members of the public. It's not just naming and shaming, it is to tell you what is happening. The Department of Justice came back to us and they've asked for an extension, and we've given them that extension. The presidency, after a long time, came back to us to also now ask for an extension because the security services, sits in the presidency. The CIRA, which is a regulator for private security, only came back to us disputing some of our findings. So our second reflection is to say that there is an ongoing culture of impunity in South Africa. And that unless, VC, we take our institutions of democracy seriously and we implement their recommendations, we won't go where we need to go. So that's our 2 reflections: a risk of ongoing recurrence or ongoing causes of conflict, and a disappointment in the responses from our own state. We have released a public statement 2 weeks ago to say that we will escalate these issues to the Speaker of Parliament because Parliament also has an oversight function over the state. But if we find no joy there, then we'll litigate. We'll have to go to court and litigate for the implementation of those recommendations. Because it cannot be right that we spend so much money on hearings. People come and unburden themselves, trusting the Chapter 9 institutions, but then there's no follow-ups. That cannot happen. That has to stop.